My dear students of class 9, today I shall teach you about the following points. I shall teach you on the following points. Number 1, Buddhism. Number 2, enlightenment. Number 3, the teachings of Buddha. Buddhism, who was Lord Buddha? Lord Buddha was a famous religious leader. He introduced one new concept, the concept of a new religion named Buddhism. Now, that very person, Buddha, was born around 563 BCE at Lumbini, near Kapilavastu, near Nepal. And he lost his mother within 1 week of his birth, and later was born and brought up by his mother's sister Gautami. His father Suddhadana was a ruler of Kapilavastu. From the very beginning, at an early stage or at an early age, Gautama was not attracted towards the richness of his family. His family was a royal family, so he was not attracted to the luxuries of his family and royal family and its richness. He was married to a beautiful princess, Yashodhara. They had only one son, Rahu. So the luxuries of his vast palace and the love and affection of his wife and son could not satisfy his heart. He saw the 4 great sights. Number 1, the sick. Second one, old. Third one, dead body. And last one, fourth one, peaceful ascetic. These are the four sights he saw. These 4 sights are known as the great four sights. Gautama later felt that life was not for him. So at the age of 29, he left the comforts of his vast palace. He broke the world. He broke the relations with his relatives and family members and left the vast palace at the age of 29. And then he chose a new life, a life to discover a new world for the welfare of human beings. So he left his house at the age of 29 in search of truth. And next one, enlightenment. Lord Buddha, practiced severe penance for 12 years and got his body reduced to a skeleton. But later on he realized that enlightenment cannot be achieved by punishing the body. That's why he sat under a peepal tree at Bodh Gaya and meditated for 49 days. And hence he came to be known as Buddha, or enlightened one. And afterwards, Gautama preached his first sermon at Sarnath, and that's why the system He placed the first sermon at Sarnath. This system is known as Dharma Chakra Pravartana. Then afterwards, Lord Buddha started his teachings to his followers. The first 5 followers were there. They were noblemen who were taught by Lord Buddha, and later on they formed the core of Buddhist, monastic order. And now Gautam Buddha preached for 45 years by traveling here and there, especially Tarai region. And afterwards, Buddha attained at the age of 80 in the around 483 BCE in Kushinagar, in modern day of Uttar Pradesh. His remains were distributed among his followers, who later constructed a number of stupas, number of monasteries, and make it religious sites for the pilgrims, and also made it places of pilgrimage. Now the teachings of Lord Buddha. Now, number one, the world is full of suffering. Point number one, teaching of Lord Buddha. The world is full of suffering. Suffering is caused. Second point, suffering is caused by human desires. Third one, the renunciation of desires is the path to salvation. Fourth one, the salvation can be achieved by following the Eightfold Path. These are the 4 basic concepts of the teachings of Lord Buddha. Now, what is what do you know about Eightfold Path? Eightfold Path is actually middle path. According to Lord Buddha, self-indulgence sometimes creates the soul to, degrade further. Self-indulgence is the first, and self-indulgence causes the soul to degenerate further. Therefore, the right path, what is the right path? The Eightfold Path is the right path. Eightfold Path is the right path. And what is Eightfold Path? The Eightfold Path is the middle path. Middle path, what is the middle path? The Buddha believed that due to his extreme penance, he lost his health, which was of no use to him. That's why each and every person should have a middle path. Extreme penance was not the proper way of salvation. It is not the proper path to salvation. So what is the proper path to salvation? Only the middle path. Next day, remaining part, and homework I have already given you. It is make it in your homework box.